don't even know what that's supposed to do. Let's get this out of here, man. How y'all doing? What is up? All right, we back in the building. My name is Tim Black. Welcome back to the Tim Black Show. All right, what's up, people? Man, this is weird, man. I haven't taken time off in I like that in like 3 years. All right, so we're back in the building, man. What's going on with my people, man? Give it up for my people, y'all. Yeah, give it up for my folks. Give it up for my moderators. I'm back in the building. What's up, Nene? What's up, Rain and Tears? What's cracking, Elizabeth? So we're doing this. You still doing this? Y'all still here? Man, that's all right. All right, so let's get into this, man. Let's not waste time. You know, I missed you guys. I said I missed you guys. You know, it was one thing to do video content, it's another thing to do a live show. You know what I'm saying? That Wi-Fi was garbage. That wasn't going to happen. But we are back in the building, so I want to welcome everybody back to the Tim Black Show. I'm your host. Of course, somebody will be imitating me. I'm in the hot seat. You are where you are. We get this cracking. We are the Wolfpack. The Wolfpack are my VIPs. VIPs. Give it up for the VIPs. The VIPs, man. So you keep the lights on. I want to thank everybody that supports the show. Hellos are nice. Daps are cool. But ain't nothing like putting in on the show. So go to patreon.com, become a member by joining us. It's starting at only $5 a month. You get the newsletter. You get first crack at all my information. For instance, I write articles too. I put an article out today about Roland Martin. Yeah, I had to cover my good friend Roland. And we do a lot of cool things here, a lot of access to optional content, immediate release, that type of stuff. So if you're really down for independent media that's done from a perspective unbiased, just coming at them and calling it out as we see it, be a part of this. I want to welcome my people on Facebook, my people on X. Thank y'all for being here. We're doing this live right now. Okay, so I got a couple things on the docket tonight. We are looking at Roland Martin, of course. Some people don't know what that is. We'll catch you up in that segment. We want to start off. Oh, we got also some, who's this? Michelle Obama segment. We got, we got some stuff. That's two. There's something else too. It's crazy. Angela Bassett. Yeah, I'm going to cover Angela Bassett. I don't think I've ever covered Angela Bassett in any way on my show, so this is going to be great. Yeah, and the rest, you know, just hang tight. You know what I'm saying? Don't get antsy. I got something prepared. You know what I'm saying? We got to crack it. Let's get it going. Hit the like button on the content. Let the algorithm know that the Tim Black Show is live. I'm here. I'm here. In the flesh. I know you thought, oh man, Tim Black. Tim Black could have a voice changer. A voice changer, in reality, I could be a little Chinese man. Yeah, I could be, because y'all like no faceless, they call it faceless channels. Y'all like that, don't y'all? Y'all like faceless channels. Oh man. It is what it is. That's like a thing, man. Well, look, man, let me stop. Let me just do this. Let me just do this. Let's kick off the first segment. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give you the updates on the Nolan Wells story. Let's keep going. But first, before I get into the updates, I want to run this clip of Miss Wansley. And she's talking about life as Nolan's mom.
No filters, just the truth.
Listen up, Roland Martin got a message for the black family.
Oh, hold on. I thought we went first with Nolan Wells. This is going first with Tasha K. That ain't Nolan Wells. Okay, we'll do Nolan second. Kind of want to do it first because it's so damn sad. But hey, it is what it is. You got to be able to adapt, right? Can't stay stuck in your ways. Let's go with Tasha K. Okay, let's keep the energy high. Let's keep the energy high. Matter of fact, that's on the thumbnail. That should probably be first because it is on the thumbnail. And most people who come through are going to look at the thumbnail, stop by, holler at me. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so Tasha K crazy, man. All right, so check this out. So I covered Tasha K in Poetic Flacco in their segment on Roland Martin's in the development surrounding, their whole Roland is getting it in. Whatever, right? Check this out, fam. Anybody who doesn't know, I've been covering this story with Roland Martin. There's footage that's been released that has come into the possession by Poetic Flacco. And Poetic Flacco, he went to Tasha K, and they put it out, and they've been covering it. I've been covering it because, me and Roland are such good friends. Joking. We got smear people out there. They'll take that and say, Tim and Roland are like this. Sort of like the people that said, Tim and Cenk Uygur are like this. We never spoken, ever. But they said, anyway, that doesn't matter what they say. They say all types of, people lie a lot online. You got to be prepared for it. So Roland Martin was caught in a compromising situation, but I don't think he was caught. Tasha K gives a rundown on it, but I just don't think you just end up by circumstance over somebody's house who got cameras in the house. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when we outside, if you're in front of a liquor store, if you're at a pit stop, if you're at a grocery store, if you're anywhere in America, outside the house, you might as well assume that you're being taped. Because cameras are everywhere, fam. Don't we know that by now? Generation Alpha, Generation Z, millennials, we know this, right? This is the new world, right? As much as Roland tells people to go get his iPad, he has to know it's a camera on an iPad. And he has to know, if you go over somebody's house, they got cameras hooked up, assume that mofos is recording. Or throw something over top of all of them. So Roland was in this woman's house, and who knows what he was thinking, but I got an idea, knows what he was thinking. Yeah, I got a feeling. See, I don't believe that Roland did anything by accident. So anyway, I've been covering this because Roland Martin, not only is he cheating on his wife, which is, hey, that ain't really news. People cheat. It happens, right? It's not dope. It's not cool, but it happens. But we all know if it was a Republican that was cheating, oh no. Cancel Christmas. Everybody will be up in arms. Don Lemon, Joy Reid, Native Pod, all the usual suspects will be covering it. What the hell was that? Everybody will be covering. Oh, that went out. Everybody will be covering. They got dark in here. But because it's rolling, nobody wants to cover it because they're all afraid. As bad as Roland has treated Stephen A. Smith, Stephen A. Smith don't even got the guts to cover Roland Martin. Ain't that something? They're all scared of him. I ain't scared of him. So Roland Martin is doing unspeakable things. Well, unspeakable things are being done to him, and that's about as far as I can go, allegedly, because I haven't seen the tapes. I have not seen the tapes myself. I don't want to see them. If they ever become available, I will peek. Matter of fact, I will pay somebody to look at them and take notes. They tell me they take notes when they watch it. I don't want to see it. But I do want to report on it because of the hypocrisy of the whole thing. So now let's go to Tasha K. You're caught up. Roland Martin out there with a worker. I think it's a worker. I don't even know it's a worker. You know what? Let me let Tasha tell it. All right. Go.
No filters, just the truth.
Listen up, Roland Martin got a message for the black family. Roll that beautiful bean footage, Jasmine. Let's go.
Important thing that I think we have to confront is that what we are describing today, 70% of kids being born out of wedlock, fewer African Americans getting married. You have a higher number of black women who are going to college versus black men who are in college, and they're saying, who am I going to marry later? All of this is absolutely preventable. But it's not going to start in the White House. It's not going to start in governor's mansions. It's not going to start with the county government or the city council. It is actually going to start exactly where we are. I've often made it clear that if we're going to have a strong America, a strong black America, it is going to require African Americans all across.
Listen to Roland sound like a Sunday pastor. Sound like one of them good Southern pastors, only putting it down. That's what's he going to do next, the benediction? Would everybody turn to John 3:16? Turn to Romans. Candle. Turn to Caligula.
This country in various states to be strong just where they are. And strong states mean strong cities mean strong neighborhoods mean strong blocks mean strong streets mean strong houses.
And strong bedposts mean leverage.
And that means that somebody in that house has to say, this is how we are going to operate. And what that means is that if you impregnate a child at an early age, you're going to take care of that child. If you don't know what it requires, then you...
He said if you impregnate that child at an early age, you're going to take care of that child. What did he say? This is old footage right here. Tasha, what did he say? Look at Tasha's eyes light up right there. What the hell?
A child at an early age, you're going to take care of that houses, and that means that somebody in that house has to say, this is how we are going to operate. And what that means is that if you impregnate a child at an early age, you're going to take care of that child. If you don't know what it requires, then you are going to be paired with somebody who can show you the way.
Don't worry. I'm going to let you get yours off. I'm going to let you come later in the show, okay? I'm going to let you come in hard and leave soft. You are going to get a chance to unwind your thoughts later in the show when we drop the link, because we want to hear from y'all. Can someone like Roland Martin with a platform as big as his, journalistic integrity, democratic position, can they preach black family values while living kinky lifestyles behind the scenes that don't involve their wives? Can they do that? Can people like him get away with that with no hair on his head and his wife being a preacher? Does he get a pass?
Yes, he does. He gets a pass. He gets a pass, sister. You talk about Roland Martin. Roland Martin is the savior of the blacks. We ain't got another fighter as real as Roland Martin. Y'all have no idea the dumb shit I've had to read over the last couple of days. This is right out of my comment section. Tim Black, leave Roland alone. Man, these people bogus, man. Yo, I'm not making this up. These people overlooking the fact he cheating on his pastor wife of 25 years. And what's being alleged is disgusting. Pure, disgusting. And this guy sits up here and he pontificates from up on high to everyone as if he is somehow more knowledgeable, somehow more grounded, definitely much smarter than you. Well, how smart is Roland if he walks into a woman's bedroom and sees cameras on and doesn't know he's being taped. How smart is that, dum-dum? How smart is sending allegedly, now, like I said, I haven't seen this stuff. I'm going out on a limb. I'm trusting you, Tasha. Tasha says she saw fishes. Could it have been AI? I know y'all want it to be AI, don't you? Roland Martin fans want this to be AI. What I'm saying is, fam, Roland has been such an irritant. He called black people bots who disagree with him on policy about the Democrats, I want nothing but the damn Democrats to be held accountable and to get shit done for my people. And because that's what I want, and I want to pressure those political public servants. I want to pressure them to get stuff done. For that, I get blocked, I get dissed. When he says my name, it's always disrespectful on his damn show. Now I got a bunch of Captain Save-a-Rolls coming through my comment sections. So yeah, he gets to do it. He gets to do it and do it well. They don't care if Roland Martin's marriage, if it was a face, it would resemble Little Kim's. That's how disfigured it is. They don't care if that's, they don't care. They don't care. So to answer your question, Tasha K, they don't care because they think Roland is useful. For what I don't know. For the illusion that something's getting done for them that ain't getting done. Fool, we've been in this country for 300 years. We helped build this country, never got paid for it. And the Latinos own more homes than we do. And the Asians have more education than we do. And the whites have 10 times more money. And you want to tell me what Roland did for you. Either you are totally out of touch with reality, totally, or you can't see the brother just got a job of telling you anything he need to tell you. And go to Corrales Gourmet. Just got the, what's that star? Yeah, Golden Corral just got a Michelin star. Probably believe anything. Flavor Flav is a Rhodes Scholar. I mean, but since you believe in dumb things, I just figure I picked something out of thin air. More liquor's a health food. It give you longevity. Stuck on stupid. Let's keep going.
Is he allowed to do this? I got a statement from him and his team. I asked the lawyer before I went live, I said, you're saying that this is a bigger part, and I know they're trying to change the dynamics of it and whether or not this is a kink. I think this has more to do with Roland's morals.
Yeah, of course.
And what he preaches and does not live. Because
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, true. So here's how I think this will impact Roland. I don't think that the nigga net is gonna see this and say, oh man, bro, we're done with Roland. Now Roland can't do his usual, which is whenever somebody is in a scandal, he comes on his channel, does a 5-hour live stream and act holier than thou. That's over with. But I don't think that this right here is going to affect Roland Martin. Bro, listen, niggas don't care that niggas cheat on their wives. I'm just being real, bro, right? So I don't think, like at all. So I don't think this will affect Roland Martin at all, which is why I don't understand why he's ducking it so much. Because his chat, and I'm not sure if you've seen the footage, so his chat was like spamming thong. And he like accidentally was reading something and then said thong, right? Because his chat was like spamming it. So he sees the comments, he's ignoring it, bro. Just come out, speak on it, and keep it pushing. But the more you ignore it, the more it gets bigger. Like for example, Umar Johnson, back in the day, a stripper came out and said Umar Johnson was like spending the money on her. He ignored that story until that story got so big that he couldn't ignore it no more. Just come out and just address it, bro, because nobody really give a damn.
But I think because of all of the shit that he's like spoken against so many.
Hold on, before he says anything, before we go any further with that, let me just add something here. Let me add something, because somebody said Tim Black. Hey man, I roll with you, man. I'm down with the Tim Black Wolfpack, but I gotta tell you, Tim Black, Poetic Flacco, he one of them. Yeah, we don't trust him. He said, he said some things about him because he's African, and maybe his politics. Dude, Poetic Flacco's cool with me for this segment because he's giving me information. Where am I supposed to get this story from? Who else would have the guts? You got to understand something. You got to understand shit the way I understand it. Look at it from my point of view. I'm covering a story that no one in the mainstream media will touch. None of the left will touch, and none of the liberals will touch. Only the Republicans will touch it. And I don't know why they haven't touched it. I haven't seen Pat Bet David touch it. Pat Bet David had Roland Martin on. Stephen A. had Roland Martin on. And he still stabbed him in the back. So no one's going to touch what's up with Roland. All right? But here's the thing. So fam, I got to take content and information where I can get it, where it's useful. I don't have a team of people that's going out to source me material. Now, if you could have got it for me, you know what I'm saying? And you were willing to go on a line like Tasha K is, right? And say, hey, I'm talking to the lawyers and put your reputation on the line, and thus will be taking a hit if this is, if this is squirrely. Right? So what I'm saying is these people, Tasha K and Poetic Flacco, are willing to call out an establishment black Democrat. That's a rare thing for people to do that. I'm just glad it's not Benny Johnson or Ben Shapiro or Steven Crowder or Nick Fuentes. I'm just glad it's not that. You know what I'm saying? Because I really would not like it to be that. Or Bert and Ernie guy. What's that? What's Ernie? Bert? Which one's Bert? Ernie. Ernie, the orange one? Yeah, Devoy Dawkins. I'm just glad it's not him. See what I'm saying? So I don't got to rock with his politics. I don't have to agree with things that Poetic Flacco says. I don't have to agree with that. What I got to agree with is this coverage. As far as what he's offering as content, and do I want to report on that content or not? That's it. That's all. So back to what Poetic Flacco was saying. I agree with him. He's right about this. These Democrats ain't gonna give a damn. They ain't gonna give a damn what Roland's done. I saw a video. I got a video of Jim Clyburn hanging out with Roland today. This news broke like Thursday or Friday. Clyburn still invited himself to something. They don't care, man. Let this be a Republican. Let this have been a Republican. Let this have been anybody in Republican media, and you know what they would have done. So they're nothing but a bunch of damn hypocrites. And we got boomers who's supposed to be so in their Bible and the Lord this and the Lord that. And then Roland can do whatever he wants to do. And they're going, so what? That's his personal business. Yeah, but he loses the moral authority to talk shit to other people. You understand that? He should have never had the moral authority to do that. But he damn sure lost it now. So to answer Poetic Flacco, I'm going to call him Flacco, man. To answer this question or to comment on him further, last thing I'll just say, yeah. Flacco may be African, but he right about this shit. You know one thing? You won't hear Godfrey talking about this shit. Because see, Godfrey, here goes a good point. There's different types of people that are like African or Asian, Native, whatever, right? Whatever someone is, there's different types. For instance, Godfrey would never talk about Roland because he's trying to get paper, right? He would never talk about Roland. Now, he would have talked about a Republican. See, Godfrey is Don Lemon, buddy, DL's apprentice. You understand what I'm saying? These people only support Black America until they mess up their money. So that's what it's all about with them. They BS, They lie, they say shit like, I've been sticking my neck out for the black people all this time, all that I've done for black Americans. Yeah, until it costs you a dime and then you're going to run in the house. They will not call out Roland Martin as a big-ass hypocrite. So let's keep going, fam. It is what it is.
People.
Yeah.
He's held so many people to the fire. I mean, even me. Oh, your platform is deplorable. You lie. You do this. What I got on you ain't no lie, brother.
That's
and
deplorable.
the way that I give my information is real.
Yeah.
You just hadn't been across my platform. You
At
just
all.
hadn't been across my desk. Now you across my desk. I wonder what his thoughts are going to be now, because his lawyer is saying, oh, we respect everything you do. Tasha, please just don't put out. Make sure that they say it's a woman. I think he's just more concerned with, I'm not gay narrative. It's gone. Okay. But he can't give dick. That's why he has no kids.
Whoa. I forgot that was in there, fam. Okay, so, you know, this is giving Shannon Sharp. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of giving me Shannon Sharp vibes. I'm going to be honest with y'all, because anybody else thought that? Because I think Shannon Sharp put old girl in the room and he accidentally live streamed it. Come on, man. How you hit the accidental live stream button? I never believed that. I believe that had to do with him trying to clear up misconceptions, because people was putting out there and they thought that Shannon Sharp was homosexual. He wanted to combat that narrative because he was carrying a Merce. Remember, he's carrying a man purse, the Merce. People were saying he was getting out the car, bow-legged with the Merce. They was like, So Quay Holcomb went at him, and a couple other people went at him. And I think Shannon was like, hey, I got to get ahead of this. I'm tired of this. You know, some people feel like they got to clear that up. So I think that's part of, I get those vibes from this, that it's possible, but it would be very much like, I'm not going to say it's not even 50-50. I feel like that's a possibility. But yeah. In the Tasha K live stream today, Tasha K went so far to report that Jamie Foxx is being extorted. Was being extorted by this woman, allegedly. I'm going to put allegedly because I don't know any of this. I'm reporting somebody else's content. Roland got everybody thinking they're going to get sued, and nobody wants to get sued. You know what I'm saying? Sued for, there'd be no grounds to sue me. You sue me, I'm suing you, right? Because I haven't done shit except report what's out there. How about you go get the woman that's extorting you? How about we do that? How about instead of going after content creators who may talk about something that makes you uncomfortable, how about going after the person that, according to you, allegedly, through this tape is all I got, through the content, maybe he didn't know he was being filmed, though he looks at the camera and says, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen anything. Have not seen the pictures to know if the cameras are set up in the room, though. Tasha K said there was cameras. You could see him in some of the photos. You could see other cameras in the room. It's like an audience. I think the woman, her name is Shakola. I think she's like an OnlyFans or something. I don't know, man. And look, I think she may be. I don't know. See what they've done. This Roland shit has everybody thinking they're going to go to jail for even something. Well, not go to jail, but going to end up in court. I know Roland would love to see me in court. I know he would love to hurt my pockets. You can't hurt what I don't have. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. And this is important. F you, Roland. Yeah, F you, Roland Martin. You've been up on your high horses for multiple decades, talking down to everyone because you can remember random dates that don't mean a damn thing. Because you keep talking about electoral politics. Meanwhile, you will not use that ability, those thoughts, those ideas, that knowledge about politics to force the political party that you're affiliated with to get shit done for Black America. Instead, you are a attack dog for the Democrats. You should be an attack dog for Black America. The fact is you got a bunch of, you have a majority of people that watch the Roland Martin show are fine with Roland fighting for the Democratic Party as if the Democratic Party is a black party. It ain't a black party. It ain't even a block party. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a black party with on a predominantly black street. The Democratic Party is a liberal party, and it services all types of folks, LGBTQ of all colors and coordinations, immigrants of all colors and coordinations. Other countries, not even people that don't even live in the United States, get priority seating in the Democratic table of importance and priority. You understand what I'm saying? So Roland doesn't fight for any of that, so I have no problems calling Roland Roro out on this. Not to mention it's despicable that a guy who likes talking about what black Americans aren't doing, what black men need to do, remember that whole shit when Justin Fairfax offed himself and then shot his wife and offed himself. We had to listen to this live stream. Oh, we got to talk. Black people got to talk. You got to get my iPad. Get my iPad. Get my iPad. We got to do better, black man. See, he comes at it from the guys in the positioning of a man who is a faithful, good-hearted man who's, that's taking care of his family. Meanwhile, he don't have no kids. He don't have kids. It looks like he don't even have a marriage. He's on the Tim Scott, Cory Booker side of the game. You understand what I'm saying? These are the side of the game. Lindsey Grahamville. He's in Lindsey Graham Street. All right, that's where they at. You can be delusional if you want to be. I refuse to be that way. So, when you criticize Republicans, it should only be allowed under the guise or under the pretext that you ain't doing the same exact ish. And when it's found out that you are, or even worse, then folks should come at you. People should call you out. I know Roland glad he got that money out of Kamala when he did. Like, whew, dodged a bullet. Got that damn near $500,000 out of her ass, so didn't you? Here goes the other thing I wanted to point out before I forget. If what Tasha K and what Poetic Flacco say is true, and what they've been reporting is legit, and I have no reason to disbelieve it, here's one thing I want to be clear that I believe. I have no evidence, but I believe this. I believe that anything that Roland Martin is into, other people knew about it. I don't think Roland Martin is all that great at hiding shit. He's too arrogant. I believe that anything that Roland was into, everyone already knew it. They just don't want to say anything. They just wouldn't dare say anything. That's all it is. If Roland's been if Roland is engaging in anything unscrupulous or anything untoward for a married heterosexual man with anyone other than his wife, believe me, other people know about it, just not saying anything about it. That's my opinion on it. Like I stated, I got no evidence to that fact. I just don't think that the world operates that way, that you could for decades keep up the shenanigans. What? If you go watch the Tasha K live stream, go watch it. Listen to what is said. I don't want to repeat it because that's not the kind of channel that I have, and that's not really my lane. My lane is the hypocrisy of the Democratic Party, the needs, the issues, the concerns of the black community and working class people, the hurting class and the working class. That is the lane that I'm in. But this is adjacent because it's Roland. And because Roland has made it a project of every couple of weeks, going on his massive platform of 2 million subscribers just on his YouTube channel. I'm not counting his Instagram and his Facebook and his network. And saying to all those millions of people, black media, independent black media ain't nothing. I'm bigger than all them put together. Their names, we ain't even got to learn their names. When Nina Turner was running for office, I and Roland supported her. Roland knew I was supporting her. Roland knew that she was coming on my show weekly. But to discredit me, he'll throw me under the bus and lump me in with people who haven't done any political work. When I was on the Bernie Sanders podcast, he knew about it. What I'm saying is, I'm only doing this because he deserves it, and I believe he's a scumbag. And I don't believe, and this is an opportunity, hopefully for people who don't believe that Roland is a human being. And even worse, people that are delusional enough not to believe anything Roland says without checking sources, without verifying, without looking at him as a person who's not only fallible but also has self-interest. Roland is a multimillionaire. Your broke asses are following this man around as he leads us continually nowhere. Nowhere. I won't be a part of it. And since this is what my channel is about, and it has been about this for a couple of decades, I'm going to keep doing it. The Tasha K live stream was interesting. Hope people go check it out because there's very few people. Check this out, man. Sometimes the message will come from an unlikely source. A new source or a source that you're not all that familiar with in this regard. But you don't get to determine or predict or control who speaks truth to power. You don't get to determine who's the person that gives you the information that's useful. So do you want to fix the leak in your roof or not? You rather the roof just keep on leaking, huh? Because you don't like the person that told you how to fix it. What, you're waiting for the guy that sold you the roof to come tell you that he owes you a new roof? That's what you're waiting on if you're waiting for Don Lemon and Joy Reid and the rest of the certified Democrats to come out the woodwork. They ain't going to do that. So because they're concerned, they don't care if the Democrats lie to us. They don't care if the Democrats are stringing us along like little puppy dogs who've been kicked too much, who are startled by loud voices or sounds. They're quiet, and they will remain so. They have no obligation to you. They have an obligation to their careers and to their fellow Democrats, and that's what they're going to exercise. I'm going to say something. I had not planned on saying this. I'm going to say this because I'm Tim Black and I wasn't going to mention it. But D.L. Hughley and Roland Martin, I believe, are a prime example of what is definitely holding Black America back politically. There are people that would rather come after me because they disagree with me about immigration than go after people like Roland Martin and D.L. Hughley. I'm fighting for Black Americans. Working class Black Americans, working class. It's very important that you understand that there's a difference. The needs, priorities of the well-off, the middle class, upper middle class, the paid, the elites, is totally different than that of the working class. You understand that? So they have different agendas. As long as poor Black Americans think that elites have their back, poor Black Americans will stay poor, broke, in jail, and dying early. You understand? And I don't think you really understand. I don't think you really appreciate what I'm telling you. Because just like you'll listen to a D.L. Hughley tell you, black women are the most educated group in America, and then listen to a liar like Charlemagne's co-sign it. As long as you believe nonsensical, diabolical lies with only one purpose, to placate you into thinking the Democrats did something for you they didn't do, to demobilize you, immobilize you. I mean, how the hell could black women be? Logically, this is a thinking person. White people have 10 times the wealth. The average white family has 10 times the wealth of the average black family. How in the hell is it supposed to make sense without government intervention, without government assistance, without some type of program, without some type of policy implemented? How in the hell could black women coming from a disenfranchised position where only 44% of black Americans even own their own homes, 75% of white Americans do, how in the hell do you think black women could be surpassing white women in education? Maybe in debt, dum-dum. But see, now you're offended because I called you dum-dum, right? I get it. I shouldn't have said that. My naive friend. And then believe that you're also beating Asian women? First of all, it's only about, I don't know, only 5% of the population is Asian. And the poor Asians don't even make it to the country. You understand what I'm saying? So they're a cherry-picked demographic. That's why they're a model minority. This has gone on much longer than I needed it to go. I don't think people can be convinced. I just don't, fam. They rather listen to pretty lies told by celebrity liars. And the kicker of it all is not even done to help you. It's done to keep you from vocalizing. Because what would happen if black women realized they weren't the leading demographic in anything except dying young from breast cancer and being trafficked? If black women knew that, then black women might stop voting Democrat, or they might start pressuring the Democrats. But everybody would rather lie to you. And they know even when if someone is willing to piss you off by telling you the truth, that you do look fat in them jeans, or those jeans make you look fat. If someone is willing to even tell you what you don't want to hear, knowing you ain't gonna do nothing but punish them for telling you the truth, they know not enough of you will even want to listen. So the lie gets to continue, and people like Roland continue to pick up their money, and all of them line up to give them their money. Because it's the lies they want to hear. This show is based on staying dangerous. It's staying dangerous. It's telling the truth, because lies are easy. Lies are safe. But telling the truth, oh shit. Telling the truth is dangerous. So look, Roland, whether you did this or not, it's up to you to clear it up. Whether this is your lifestyle or not, it's up to you to own up. But Black America, it's time for us to wake up. Don't put all your eggs in a Roland Martin unfiltered basket. And if you must, at least go buy some chickens. All right, guys, look, my name is Sim Black. I want to do the updates on the Nolan Wells story. Someone said, Tip Black, oh no, you can't do this. You got to continue to cover Nolan Wells. Everybody and their mother's uncles covering this story. But I had no intentions of abandoning it. Just really, we can do multiple things. In fact, I need to put out multiple amounts of content. I should put out twice as much content than I've been putting out. So that's kind of on me. But I was gone for a few days, 6 days. So, but believe me, I'm back. Y'all ready? Hit the like button if this segment made any sense to you. Can I get a 1 in the comment section, guys? If you understood what I was telling you about this whole fallacy, this lie that they're telling, that black women are the highest educated group in America. The only people black women, I'm sorry. I need to make sure that you understand. Did you understand what I was saying about black women, this lie that black women are the most educated group in America? You understand that? You understand why I'm telling you? It's not because I want to disrespect black women. I'm telling you because I respect us. And it's like, I heard this thing about elephants. Elephants are massive, massive creatures. But if you take a baby elephant, and I think they tied the baby elephant's leg with a rope, and then they put that on a spike. And when it was a baby, the elephant wasn't able to move it. For some reason, the elephant never forgets that. And no matter how big the elephant grows, no matter how powerful the elephant becomes, it cannot get out of its memory that it could not move the spike. And they use that on that elephant his entire life, his or hers entire life. They use that. The elephant can easily topple the spike and go get it in, go wherever it wants. But since it's been conditioned to believe that it can't move that spike, they ain't got to do nothing. The elephant's already living in its own mental prison. And see, that's what I believe. It's happening to black women. If black women decided the Democrats weren't doing right by them, the Democrats would have to make a decision very quick. And we know what it would be. But as long as you can keep people lying to the black woman, as long as black women are delusional or being deluded or being fooled, and as long as black people who are willing to take money to lie to black women about the condition of black women, then we're staying stuck in that mental prison. Because see, I believe the Democratic Party can do anything the Democratic Party wants to do. This idea that, they can't do it, you can't word it this way. You know what? We've been able to put a man on the moon. We've been able to lock down the country during COVID for a year. Remember that shit? I think the Democrats could find a way to help black women and black men, black families, if they really wanted to. That's what I believe. Yeah. And you know what? They wouldn't have a damn choice if black women really knew how bad black women are doing. Because obviously, how bad black men are doing ain't enough. Half of black men think we deserve it, and the other half have been disenfranchised. They can't vote. They're incarcerated. They're on something. I don't know. The ones of us who have common sense politically and are rebellious and are focused, it's just not enough of us. But with black women with us, maybe we could get some shit done if we truly band together on this. That's it. Hey, being so long-winded on it, but I just want people to understand. Give me a 1 in the comment section if you understand the point I'm trying to make. It's not helpful. It's unhelpful to lie to a diabetic because you don't want that diabetic to stop eating your damn pig feet because that's your best money maker. It's not because they care about you. It's because you're their best money maker and they know you like eating their pig feet. And I'm telling you, the pig feed is killing you. You need to know that. Not be lied to someone telling you it's a health food. Can we get on to Nolan Wells? Hit the like button on the Tim Black Show, guys. We do this Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm back. I'm serious. I'm committed. And I ain't taking no for an answer. And I'm punching the establishment in the eye. I'm going to close that eye. Yeah. Let's go. Where are we at, fam?
Next up with Tim Black.
Good morning, Boo Bears. I hope everyone is doing well. This has been a trying week for sure. I feel like I am just all over the place. And it has been like, I don't even know the word to describe it.
You know, I don't know if I could play this because it's got music through the whole segment. So anyway, this is Miss Wansley, right? And she had to put out this video because, well, people have been questioning her grieving process. They say they don't think she's grieving the way that she should be grieving. Man, that's just some low down dirty scumbags, man. Wow. Look, there is no rule book on how people grieve. You know, I'm still grieving. I'm still grieving the loss of my daughter. Everybody in my house is grieving the loss of their sister, their daughter, and their mom. You got a house of 7 people and we're all grieving. Do I look grieving to you? I sat up here and told jokes. What you trying to say I didn't love my daughter? That I don't miss my daughter? Y'all boy, these people, man, not y'all. These people are scumbags, man. I don't even want to talk about it. All I want to say is that how a person processes their grief, how a person survives, is able to function. Man, that's all the gift of God. Man, that's grace. Fam, that's grace. There are times, especially early on, man, I was like, I want to go see her. I'm not feeling too good today. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll wake up and I'll be with her. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, this is what the process is. And in fact, we got people that obviously have not lost anyone in their life. Obviously. To make those types of statements, because somebody can do a TikTok video. Motherfucker, I did live streams. Half of it was just to try to get out my own head. We got people, man, that just insensitive jackasses. But the worst part about it, man, are the conservatives. The conservatives who sat up there with their whole eyesight that they still have and watched Erica Kirk hug the shit out of J.D. Vance 2 weeks after her husband got blown away. And they didn't say shit. They saw her show up at an event with leather pants on, skin-tight leather pants. After her husband got, that didn't. Erica Kirk went and did shows. I mean, her husband got murdered on TV. It was on repeat for 6 months. How can she come outside? How can she do anything? But you don't doubt her. Why? What color is this shirt? What color is this paper? That's why. And of course, she's also conservative. So yeah, it's not, you know, I know there's no getting through to the people that whose heads are full of concrete. I understand that. You cannot communicate with the undead. They look alive, but they're not. They're zombies. They're dead people. Some people are dead from the neck up. I understand that. But this is for the people that are not totally, you know what I'm saying, who are not zombies yet. And I'm saying, man, don't look at somebody's grief or whatever. Just take their word for it, dumbass. Because you ain't in their life. You don't know if they're on three different medications just to get through the day, dog. You don't know what people are doing. I tell my kids, and I've said this to them, man, be careful when you interact with people. Just walk away. Walk away. Because you don't know what people are going through. Once I became a part of this club of people who have been faced the ultimate tragedies in their life, I learned that it's very common. A lot of people are in dealing with and have had to deal with it and try to get through the ultimate tragedies in life that life could possibly offer you. And those people are everywhere. They're on the roads next to you, driving next to you. They're sitting on the train next to you. You know, they may sit in a cubicle next to you. You understand what I'm saying? And you don't know it. How dare you think you can judge another person's grief or pain or sorrow? This is how people get to go to the upper room. Surprise, surprise, messing with people who are going through things that you have no idea of it. People don't have to walk around with it on their foreheads. This ain't Ash Wednesday, dumbass. This ain't a yarmulke, dum-dum. You don't have to be visible. So, look, so anyway, let's get some updates about the Nolan Wells case. And let's stop questioning if people feel sad enough for your approval. Weirdo. As if you would ever know. Okay, so the official state autopsy is completed. The only bad side is, well, we don't get to find out what it is. And the worst part about that is some people are making fake autopsy results because there's money in it. That's the country we got. That's what we got. We got people doctoring autopsy results just so they can create content. And that's also our economy at work. Who knew? The Mississippi Medical State Examiner official autopsy results are complete. They will not be released publicly at this time, are expected to be presented to a Jackson County grand jury as part of the standard process. This is all standard stuff. There's some people under the delusion that things are being done here that's different. No, dum-dum. Why I keep calling people dum-dum? Nah, man, just some people think things. See, they mislead you, right? They tell you something's happening, they don't give you the context, and they let you assume things. That's part of the reason why news coverage is such ass. Because they do that on purpose. All right. Now, we know the independent autopsy that was done by the parents or paid for by Colin Kaepernick. We know the results of that came back inconclusive, right? So we're up to speed on that. The Cajun Navy investigative report. I don't know. I don't even know what they're trying to say here. Now, the thing about the Navy, the United Cajun Navy investigative report, is that they said that they saw Nolan Wells on the beach and he was clothed. And then people say, well, he was only in trunks when they last saw him and now he's clothed. So it's weird And now, like, we're getting conflicting reports. Saying, I don't know what to believe in this. Then they say the Cajun guy wanted to change his story. Well, I didn't mean fully clothed. Well, he didn't have on shoes. What are you saying? It's kind of important. If you're going to talk about the condition of a body when you saw it, and then later change that position, it kind of means nothing you say means shit. So yeah, that's where we at with that. TMZ obtained and referenced part of it, including a photo of the boats involved. So there's some footage taken from their investigation. An investigative tool that does not implicate anyone or draw conclusions. Also new, the friends of Nolan Wells have launched a GoFundMe or defense fund. Yeah, friends with Nolan on July 4th. Warren Hudson, Jack Spitalo, and Morgan Seymour launched a gift send go fundraiser that quickly surpassed $100,000. Who's surprised about that? Organizers say the money will defend against anticipated wrongful death lawsuits from the family's legal team and fund potential defamation libel suits against Benjamin Crump. Social media influencers, news outlets, and others. Yay! They say that they face death threats, harassment, doxing, being wrongly blamed, and that most could not attend Nolan Wells' funeral. You know, some guys, I've never even said these kids' names or these young men's names until tonight. I figure, I guess if you put a GoFundMe out, and look, and I've been covering the story for weeks. So I've been covering the story. I've never mentioned your names. And I only mention it now because now you got to GoFundMe. See how this works? Sometimes when you don't want publicity and you do an overt act, you end up getting more publicity than you were getting before you did the overt act. Bart, and I heard a lot of people talking about this guy. Anyway, he's got a cease and desist because people are saying stuff. Ben Crump's team confirmed they obtained the full CTO distress call audio and hired audio engineering experts to review it. So there's been a lot of talk about the audio. Of course, as soon as I covered it, I had people saying, the audio's been doctored, it's made by AI. I got other people saying, no, it's authentic. Then I see this woman went on a show and she says, fam, I don't know what to believe. And I'm thinking it's becoming that way with a lot of folks. They don't know what to believe, you know? So yeah. I do have a clip of Christine Wansley, the mother of Nolan Wells, talking with your friend Don Lemon. Let's get to that.
What's your assessment on this?
Honestly, I feel like that is a way, which we've seen this before, right? Pattern recognition. We've seen this where things have happened, especially when we talk about the Black community. And, after the death, it's a smear campaign. It's, what can we find out about this person? What can we say? And, that's something, my family and I, especially my husband and I, we definitely do not appreciate. But we can't fight everyone that wants to have an opinion. But also, too, it's part of society that has been allowed to occur, which is it's gut-wrenching at best. Because if you were in our situation, how would you feel if there were millions of people who are saying, oh, hey, well, he was at an island. He was heavily drunk. And again, even with the drinking, there are so many conflicting stories. only because I have spoken with adults who knew Nolan very well, coaches that were out there. One in particular, I think he told me he saw Nolan somewhere between like 2:45 and 3:30. He was like, Christine, yeah, we talked for a while. We talked about college. We talked about his life, his plans. And he was like, he was perfectly fine. Because I think it had bothered him too that there was this narrative of, oh, he was sloppy drunk. Like that. And it started at the very beginning. It was, oh, he was sloppy drunk. And I'm like, but was he though? Or is this a narrative that you guys want to use to kind of have us just accept that it was a drowning?
Next up with Tim Black.
But there has not been one iota of failure in the Biden administration. We have seen efforts to unlock the grip that we put on this economy for working men and women. There's been no failures. I'd like for somebody to show me where there have been failures.
Yeah, and I'm proud to be on the team. You know, I'm proud to have been a part of doing these things. And, you know, just the last time I checked, it's a free country and people say what they want and, complaints get issued, but complaints don't fix people's lives.
Next.
My bad, guys. How long has that shit been that way? Jesus Christ, man. Damn. I don't even know what I was talking about. I have no idea what I was talking about. Hey, yo. Yo. I just gave the best 10 minutes of my life. I look over and I see this shit is muted, yo. I don't even know what to say. I have no idea what to say. I have no idea. I think I was talking about Nolan Wells. I don't even know where I ended up. Okay, here goes the point. Before I was so rude to mute myself and have you look at my face move, there are people that want Nolan Wells' story to go away because those people are racist. Racist and fooled by people that are, if they're not racist, they're fooled by people that are racist. That's what it is, man. These people are delusional. Family. I don't want Nolan Wells to have been murdered. I hope that he wasn't. The problem is I probably never really know. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't trust cops. I just don't. Look, man, I don't trust Baltimore cops, and I don't live in Baltimore. But I've been there a couple times. I damn sure don't trust Mississippi cops. You understand what I'm saying? So what we have right now is a stalemate. But unless you fell out of a coconut tree last night, if you know anything about history of the United States, you shouldn't trust cops either. Hell, you shouldn't trust any corporation. Not really. I had people that used to watch the show. They say, Tim Black, man, you changed a lot, man. What happened to you? The real Tim Black has been kidnapped and replaced with this evil twin. They don't like my stances on immigration. And they don't like my outspoken pushback on white America. And now, I accept that. I mean, people change, times change, frustrations grow. But I can say this. There are people that are questioning if the Nolan Wells story is worth our time because what if he was an accident? And what if you're putting all this hope into this or all this focus into this and it ends up not being the outcome you want? And I just want you to know, shut up. Yeah, shut up. Charlie Kirk, he was killed on TV. I must have saw the shooting of Charlie Kirk more than 50 times. And not because I looked it up. And people still question the manner of death. But see, you are rushing Black Americans to accept Nolan Wells' death, and we haven't been given anything. We haven't seen, heard, smelt. We got nothing. But see, you're such a white supremacist that you think just you wanting me to think something is enough reason and power to make me think it. And that's not how my mind functions, and that ain't how I operate. You people, it's one thing to be a racist, it's another thing to be delusional enough to think you have telepathy powers. Aquaman can talk to the fishes. You can send as many of your boot-licking Brandon Tatums, and that's not going to change how the majority of Black Americans feel. Not everybody's a kiss ass like Brandon Tatum. Not everybody's that. Not everyone is that horrible. Yeah. This guy, Nolan Wells' mom and his family want answers to the questions. I can't understand why you don't want answers to the questions. We should all want answers to the questions. We should want to know what happened. There it is. Now, I do believe there's one thing I do want to add, though, guys. Black America, we cannot be delusional. We know how the Democrats get down. Let's not for a second put it past this country to lie to us. And I don't just mean from the right. I don't just mean conservatives. I mean, don't put it past the Democrats to lie to you, please. I know it requires double duty, right? It's bad, man. We got people that did not believe that Gretchen Whitmer was kidnapped, the Michigan governor, or there was a plot to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer. We got people that don't believe that Charlie Kirk was actually shot with a rifle, though they saw it. And we got people that believe that J.D. Vance has a personality. These things are crazy. Listen. We got people that believe that all of Joe Rogan's friends are excellent comedians, when a lot of them are corny as hell. They're just white guys who hooked up with the right white guy. Listen, we must always be willing to look at the Democrats sideways because they can't be trusted. Yeah, let's not be so busy pushing back on Republicans and conservatives to the point where we lie to ourselves about what we're dealing with. Yeah, we got people that will lie to us just to manipulate us. If it'll help an election for the Democrats, they'll tell you that aliens landed. We do understand this, right? So when people make these assertions, it's not just us, it's also the political climate. You know what I'm saying? In a political reality that we live with. But yeah, you're right. These are scumbags who want to deny us the agency to make our own decisions about what we believe and what we don't believe. Right? I think those are the major points I wanted to make about the Nolan Wells story. Did I already get through all the shit here? Did I tell you about the autopsies? Did I tell you about the legal defense fund? And also Nolan Wells' mom pushed back on the idea that her son was so drunk he just drank himself to death. Hope we already covered that. My bad once again for hitting the mute button. I think I had to sneeze or do something disgusting. clear my throat or something. I didn't want to do that over the air. And then I got caught out there. And unfortunately, I didn't notice that I had muted. I had muted my microphone. It's hard being a Black American because you got to keep your eye not only on the conservatives, you got to keep your eye on the Democrats too. But welcome to the party. There are white folks who don't trust Republicans and don't trust Democrats. I think sometimes we believe that other people have it better. Yeah, other people are gullible too. All I'm saying is, for Black America, we cannot be gullible. We know they will use anything against us to keep us looking to them for answers. That's all I'm saying. And I'm just disappointed in the folks who are just so eaten up with the supremacy shit. And they have the nerve to fix their mouths and be like, you should believe us. You should believe your government. You should believe their state. They had the record number of lynchings of Black people on record. Why? Why don't you trust them? Just dumb. If they went to a city and got a traffic ticket that they couldn't get out of and they felt they were going under the speed limit, they never forget about it. That's the thing, man. I know some white people. They will hold some shit like that. They will take that to the grave. If 30 years ago, some of you white guys took a trip to Mississippi, and while you were in Mississippi, they pulled you over and gave you a ticket and said you had tinted windows or some shit, you never forget about it. You go to your deathbed, you're on deathbed, F Mississippi. But Black people can tell you the record number of lynchings in the United States, Mississippi holds the record. You'll still fix your face and say, that's the past. Listen to what we're telling you. Now listen to what I'm telling you, dumbass. We're not going to stop pushing for answers for Nolan Wells. His family deserves that. I know what that's like. And I'm just saying, it's not a good place to be when you don't know, when you're uncertain. What happened? You're always trying to figure it out. It never goes away. And yeah, I think initially there will be people who disbelieve anything that comes out. But I think with time that people will warm up to it. It is what it is, but it's going to take more than just one person or one group of people making a statement. The evidence must be presented. I haven't been covering this Fauci thing, but everything I've seen from it looks bad. Like, people are like, oh, shit. America really lied the hell out of, that. That was some dirty stuff. I haven't been covering it. I'm going to be honest. When I was on vacation, last thing I want to do is watch this little short Keebler elf mofo lie. You know what I'm saying? Just lie like a rug, fam. The only thing about COVID that really bothers me, man, was the dying part. You know what I'm saying? That's the part. I can't wrap my head around that, A lot of people died during that time. Y'all ready? Let's keep going, fam. I can't believe I had you guys on mute, man. I know y'all watching me like, this damn fool. That's what happens when you don't have Buck. See, Buck would have called me or text me. Buck would have let me know. But Buck no longer works here. So Buck used to be a moderator, been with me for a number of years. And he got tired of all you black people. Yeah, he got tired of all the blacks. That's not true. He got tired of me. He got tired of one black, Tim Black. And stop saying this is coke. This is a nasal strip thing. Always somebody blame, oh, he's doing drugs. Man, if I was doing drugs, yeah, let's keep it going, family. Y'all ready? I can't believe it. Yeah. Yeah. I miss Buck too. Yeah, yo. I'm not even gonna talk about it, man, because Buck don't want to hear me say anything. And I'm not gonna say anything negative about Buck. So there. Oh, yo. That's so funny, fam. Oh, man. Never, dude. Never that. Look, GHJ. Never that, fam. Nah, you ain't got to worry about a brother on that, man. That's hilarious, fam. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Yeah, it's like a nasal. I don't want to promote it. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you exactly what it is. So I'm just saying it's a nasal inhaler, right? Because I don't want it, like, they haven't paid me. You know what I'm saying? They got to pay a brother. And since they didn't pay a brother, they get no promotion to my expansive audience. See what you're missing out on, advertisers? This expansive audience that Tim Black Show has. I got this massive reach. Ah, shit.
Up with Tim Black.
How are you going to keep people from taking advantage of that, that deal, basically? And is there going to be a limit on the number of items that someone can take that are discounted at that level from that essential basket?
So our RFP makes very clear that this is a program for New Yorkers to be able to put food on the table, not a program for people to be able to make a quick buck through reselling. I'm going to pass it over to our EDC head, Jeannie Pack, to add some additional details.
Yes, if you look at our RFP for the operator, we are looking to make sure that we target New Yorkers, whether it be at sort of a library card-esque thing, and also we manage who's buying, and that is focused on everyday New Yorkers. So we are mindful of that, and so we're going to make sure that we have all the things in place to ensure that that does not happen.
Yeah, man. I don't know what this means. All right, so my understanding, Fram, is that okay, they got these shopping supermarkets. So New York is going to be putting up these supermarkets that are state-run, right? And it's going to have state prices. It's going to be like Aldi or Save-A-Lot. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like low cost, like Walmart shopping for groceries. Groceries. You know what I'm saying? And it's supposed to be cheaper, right? And I think Ma'am Downey ran on it or something like that. Yeah. So here's the thing, fam. If it's discounted, that means people are going to try to rig it. They're going to try to game the system. And people from all over are going to try to come to it to buy shit. Like if you were in Jersey, I mean, I remember years ago, we went to New York. I'm like 4 hours from New York. Well, 5, but 4 if you drive fast. I'm right outside of D.C. And I went to see a friend that lived in New York. We stopped in Delaware. We had lunch in New Jersey. We hung out in New York. Like, everything was like bam, 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 bam. I remember bam, bam, bam. Everything is right there. So, or what's that, Philly? It was real close. Yeah, I think it was Jersey. It's like a turnpike exit or some shit. It's all doable. So if you open up these supermarkets that are low cost, you got to have a way to control who gets access. Because people will come there who are not New York City residents, buy up some shit, take it back, sell it. So they got to have a way to control it. One way to control it, you're going to love this. You might need to show your ID. And notice they try to say library card. He tried to say library card, though. Because they don't want to say ID. Because if you say you require an ID, that's admitting that IDs are useful. And you know, if you're a Democrat, you can't admit an ID is a useful thing because immigrants might not have them. Yeah. So they got to pretend that they don't like IDs and that IDs are evil and of no use. It's slavery that people got to have IDs. I got to show my papers. So first thing a cop asks you is, what's your ID? First thing. But now it's slavery. I'm beginning to feel like y'all disrespecting the whole idea of what slavery meant. Everything's slavery to you assholes. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Man, they had to get up and walk downstairs to get my beer out the refrigerator. It's like slavery. Hey, man, I had to pump my own gas today. It's like slavery. Yeah, that ain't nothing. A cop pulled me over. He asked me for my ID. It's like slavery. Man, if I could just walk up and super sock all your assholes in the jaw for disrespecting Black Americans to this point, with comparing everything to slavery. I woke up, I stubbed my toe. It's like slavery. Same motherfucker saying, oh, we're losing our democracy. Well, how are we losing our democracy, Edward? We're losing our democracy because they elected Trump. You know, we never really had a democracy. We have a republic, dumbass. Also, Trump is just as corrupt as Obama is, just as corrupt as Clinton is, just as corrupt as Bush. It's just that they don't get to talk about it when the Democrats are in office. You know, Biden, he didn't even know he was president half the time. You do realize that's corrupt. There were people running the government for, I'm guesstimating at least 2 years that were not elected to run the government, and you didn't know about it. But you have a problem with it because it's Biden. You think Biden got stage 4, whatever that shit is, overnight? He's got the best cure ever. You realize this. And then as soon as he gets out of office, oh, he's got stage 4. No, he had that shit the whole time. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I guess, Ma'am Donnie. You know, I have people that are very excited about democratic socialists. They're very excited about it, man. You know, I like hell, man. You know, Black people need money. I don't give a shit what you call. I don't, you know, as soon as I'm pressing America to give Black people their money right, to get our money right, I got people running talking about they don't care about money. You know, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Just shut your ass up. You know? It's just another way to take our eye off the ball and for us to not push for reparations, for us to not push for closing the racial wealth gap. They want to move the goalposts. Hell, they don't even want to play ball no more. They want us to go play picket ball. Motherfucker, we was playing football. Now they want to go play picket ball. I don't even know how to play picket ball. Pickle. I don't even know how to say pickleball. It's not what I want to play. But now they want to change the game up. And they say because Trump's so god-awful, that now America is ready to be communist or socialist or whatever the hell. Man, I don't care what America is. I want my money right. That's all I know. That's all I know. And unless America's no longer going to be white supremacist nation, unless that changes, and unless that changes, then it don't matter what it is. Because socialists could be racist too. See? That's how that works. That's how it works. That's how I see things. You can say I'm a Debbie Downer. I'm a Freddie Frowner. And I got the 4-pounder. Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan. Anyway, let's keep it going, guys. Like, I don't have any faith in Mamdani or this other person out of Wisconsin or this other person out of, who are these people? What are they? AOC. The fact people think AOC should be president. I'm sorry, guys. I can't pretend that I will want to hear her voice. The only voice more annoying than Kamala Harris is AOC. It's like, hell no. Talking without even trying to make a point. Just and we need to stop calling each other out and call each other in. Yeah, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Return to sender. Return to sender. And stop telling me, man, that she got, if she wasn't a woman, she'd already be the president. What? For the record, fam. For the record, I want you to say something. I'm aware of the fact that we have different rules for life now. I understand that. There's always been different rules for men and women. But I want you to know, I'm not delusional. I realize that there are double standards in this country. One of the double standards is men got to stop believing everything women tell them. Just stop, bro. She's not going to love you just because you let her do it, say anything and you just go with it. That's not how this works. Everyone hates bad relationships. And siblings, the whole nine. We've all been there. We all hate bad relationships, and we've all been in bad relationships, and we don't want that anymore. And those relationships typically don't end well. Over half relationships end, and somebody losing their shit. And typically that's the guys. So, I'm not here to do a relationship guru thing. I'm not doing that. I tried that years ago. It was interesting. I felt like it was leaving a lot of my talents on the floor, so I decided not to do that. But I just want to say, if things don't work out for you, whether you're male or female, accept the fact that maybe it's you. It can't be everyone else. Yeah. If failed relationship, at some point you gotta look inside. Look inside that empty cavity called a chest where your heart's supposed to be. Look there and search it and come to terms with the fact maybe something wrong with you. And we got some guys that are delusional. They ask for pain. I mean, there's a guy watching this right now who would gladly date a woman fresh out the pen and then be wondering why she set him up and had him hit. Who wouldn't be able to wrap his mind around. Yeah, like if it's not cool, no matter, because we go by looks, and that's all we want. Right? There's a lot of guys that like that. Till you get older, and then you realize you've been done dirty by cute women. You're like, hold on a second. Maybe I need to stop going by looks. What's that got to do with AOC? Well, a lot of people like AOC because they think she's cute. They think, oh, she's cute. Look. Yeah. Having to put money on your girlfriend's books, that's not sexy. Having a jailbird wife is not cute either. I'm just pointing out some things here. I'm just pointing some stuff out. Also, women who are homeless, not sexy. Yeah, but see, if you're a woman, you can get away with it. Because there'll always be some guy that's willing to move you in. That doesn't happen to men. Yeah, it's not a lot of men. I think the shy, Mrs. Black watches the shy. She used to. I gave up on it when that woman was dating the homeless dude. I was like, what? Who dates homeless guys? They tried to make it seem normal. That's not regular. Anyway. But if you meet a homeless woman, you gotta know some problems with her. Because it takes a lot for a woman not to have a place to go. It's always some old dude with a van with a bunch of keys on his keychain that's willing to let us stay with him. It's always a JT or a TJ or a DJ or Otis or something that will allow a woman to stay with him. And when a woman is homeless, you know there's a lot wrong with her. Everything is broken. Her soul, her spirit, and her test results. I'm just pointing these things out because some of my men are delusional. They watch, you know what I'm saying? They watch, they watch a lot of Kevin Samuels. And then Dennis became Kevin. I'm just saying, they're delusional. And they just think it's all women. But the guys are dumb too, because guys are choosing these women. I don't know. It's just some things I was thinking about. It has nothing to do with anything. Back to AOC. All I'm saying is AOC's a woman. And I don't think I can listen to her for 4 years. I didn't want to listen to Kamala. And I don't even listen to Trump anymore. I think Trump's popularity has to be waning. I can't be the only person. I don't even find him funny anymore. I just avoid all Trump content. I used to at least entertain it for laughs. Now I don't. I didn't watch a single Trump clip since the last time I did a show. I don't give a shit about Trump. I'm serious, I just don't. I gave up on it. Yep. The fact that if you are a homeless woman, you couldn't get someone's couch, that says a lot. That says a lot. All right, we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. I'm gonna give my moderators my phone number. I learned my lesson. I'm also gonna remove my old moderators because they're not coming back. They quit. Where are we at, fam? Where are we at? Trump disappointed all of us. Now, I wouldn't say he disappointed me, but you know what? Because I didn't vote. You know what I'm saying? I didn't support him. I never believed in Trump. I just said we need something to stop the bleeding. And it was obvious that the Democrats weren't going to do shit. I mean, Kamala was sitting in front of the TV, sitting on TV amongst a whole panel of only women. And they all supported her. She was surrounded by 5 Democrats on a panel during an election season. And they said, Kamala, if you got elected, what's one thing that you would change? That you would do different than Biden? And at the time, there was always reports about how bad inflation was, how the cost of foods was high through the roof. And this little woman sat on The View and looked into the camera and said, nothing comes to mind. Ha! If you ask me, she didn't want to be president. Because you can't be that dumb. I mean, Sonny was like, All right, I'm going to throw you the ball. Get your bat ready. You ready? Okay, I'm going to throw it real slow. When it gets in the strike zone, just hit it. I'm going to throw it real slow. Okay, you ready? You ready to swing? Okay, here we go. And Kama just sat there with the bat. So I feel like we dodged the bullet with Kamala. She's horrible, man. They didn't say, it's like name one thing you would do differently. And you couldn't say, I like to end the war or, bring back action slacks. I mean, she could have said anything, which meant she felt that everything that Biden ever did was great. That means she's too dumb to be president. That's what that means. And given that, I think the best thing that could happen was having Trump, because either that or Dr. Cornel West, because you can't have a person that dumb be president. She spent $2 billion, man. And she gave money to Roland. Come on, man. Roland took that money. All right, let me stop, man. Now I'm just talking, right? I think I got one more clip. We got a clip of Michelle Obama. Can we do this? Can we do Michelle Obama and Ketanji? Ketanji, can we do that real quick before y'all leave? Don't leave yet. Let's do this clip.
Next up with Tim Black.
They both agree that if you're black going to university, you should be put with all the black kids. And if you're a white kid going to university, you should be put with all the white kids, meaning they're calling for segregation. This is fascinating.
It's like you don't do kids of color service by plucking them out and making them one of a few.
Yes.
And then scattering them about the campus.
I think that's absolutely right. And it describes more of my high school experience, even though I was popular.
Yeah.
Than it did my college experience, which I loved.
Yeah.
I loved because at the time that I went to Harvard, which we're contemporaries in terms of the timing of it, there was a sizable black community on campus. And it was like I found my people in a sense, you know, the people who had similar life experiences and backgrounds that I had.
Hey, we need to get rid of this guy. Who's this guy?
And there it is, folks. That is the mentality that holds people back.
Oh, you shut up, Ernie looking motherfucker. Hey, man, if it isn't self-hating Ernie, I haven't talked about this guy in a while. Self-hating Ernie, and I think he's Arab. Hey, I don't disagree that Michelle Obama and Ketanji Brown Jackson are full of shit. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree. They are full of shit. I just don't like you saying it because you're full of shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 people full of shit. There's 3 people full of shit. Yeah, just saying dumb shit like, there's no racism. Mr. I don't see color, who's obviously colored. What a dumbass. You know, when black people say that, I just want to shove a stick in their spokes. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to do, put a stick in their spokes, man. It's just the dumbest shit in the world. Listen, man. Look, Ernie doesn't understand how the world works. The world is already very segregated. America's very segregated. Typically, if you deal with, I worked at Fortune 100 companies. Yeah, me. I gave it all up to do this shit. Actually, it kind of ran its course. depending on where you are in the country, you may end up being the one of. Have you ever worked anywhere, Ernie? See, Ernie hasn't worked anywhere. See, some people had a fallacy that they think conservatives have all had good jobs and been around a lot of people and shit. A lot of them haven't. Like this guy, he's a kiss ass, but he doesn't really know shit. Yeah, I know. He's a veteran. So what? Fam, I worked at some Fortune 100 companies. I worked as a consultant. I can tell you, there are rooms I've been in. I was the only black person. It can be cool, and it can be horrific. It's cool when they take you out for drinks, and everybody wants to get you drunk until you end up Nolan Wells. It's always in the back of your head, you know what I'm saying? That I don't trust these guys. I don't know these guys. Because they act like they're your best friend. Tim, hey, Tim, man, Mr. Tim, all right. I mean, I've been places, it's like, hey, guys, white guys coming out wanting to hang out with me. I didn't know because I was the cool black guy there. Because they could tell the difference between me and Ernie, DeVory Darkins. When you're a black guy that's really a black guy, a lot of places you go, white people will like you because they could tell you the authentic black. You're not Impossible Burger black. You know what I'm saying? Like Flacco's Impossible Burger black. You know what I'm saying? He's not really black. He's black, but he ain't black American. You know what I'm saying? Not black American. So black American is different than African. White people don't like African. Not most of the white people that I met. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, so yeah, black people don't talk. Democrats don't talk about this, but sometimes it pays off to be the black guy. But that's sometimes. Other times, anything bad, they accuse you of it because you're the black guy. Okay? I just want people to know it goes both ways. Sometimes you're a rock star. It's like guys coming up, hey man, you want a beer? Hey, get this guy a beer, man. Get, what's your name, Tim? Yeah, just call me TB. Get TB a beer, man. What's your name, bro? My name's Charles Walker. My man CW. Get my man CW a beer. You call me CW? Yeah, that's like a nickname for the night. Oh, shit. The black guy called me, gave me a nickname, man. I can't believe it. They treat you like you Tupac. They treat you like you DMX. They ain't never even been around this shit. They love it. That's sometimes. Other times, DeVory Darkins, you Bird and Ernie looking mofo, Muppet. Other times, anything negative that happens, they think it was you. I had progressives accuse me of stealing $20. As if I don't have an entire life and done things. Fucking once upon a time, a progressive gave me a credit card. I used the credit card to charge some tape in my office. He told the audience that I misappropriated funds. They didn't make him prove that I did it. He just said it, and they just believed him. Why? Because I'm black. The people think I just hated the progressives just because I lost my mind. I went cuckoo. Now, motherfucker, I started making excuses for racist shit. Yeah, I took the racist comments and things that had been said to me, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to overlook them. Not anymore. So I understand what Michelle Obama's saying here. I get it. Here's the other thing, though. Michelle Obama's not the person to say it because her ivory ass, her and Obama are not black. I know she is black, but you understand what I'm saying? They're not black American, really. Not anymore. Maybe she was a long time ago when her dad was shuffling to the whatever. He was shuffling that blue-collar job before, Obama CIA ass came in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I don't feel comfortable with Kamala or Ketanji Brown. They're both married to white guys. You know what I'm saying? And so what I'm basically saying is, it's true. Like, you know, you go to these college campuses, and now all these rules that they have for Trump, and it's all Trump related. You know, a lot of colleges are very segregated. A lot of universities are that way. These white institutions, those colleges are very segregated anyway. The fact that DeVore acting like these women are saying some crazy shit. Crazy. It's already been segregated, dummy. It is what it is. It's a lot of you talk to some black kids or black people, black men and women who went to predominantly white institutions. And let's say Ketanji Brown Jackson, who was pretty much whitewashed. You know what I'm saying? They hung out with a little student union, a black student union, where a group of black people got together, you know what I'm saying? And they kind of congregate and support each other and be a reinforcing, support system for one another as they deal and navigate white America. It is what it is. And the fact that he doesn't know that already exists, that he thinks these women are somehow driving this. Now, the only thing is, Trumpy and Stephen Miller and his cohorts don't want it to be official. They have no problem when it organically happens. But the fact that some black people will be actually, okay, yeah, you over there? Okay, we're going to call this the black people place. That you got a problem with it. You don't mind that there's a black people place. You just don't want it called black people place. Just like there's white people shit and Latino shit and Asian shit. Like there's all these groups. I mean, we've all been in school. We know different tables. And I guess if you're from a predominantly black background that was segregated and instead of integrated to the point where you can see the shit in real time, you be like, hey, look at this. Yeah. To this day, fam, there are places in America where there are no black people. You wouldn't think that exists when you listen to DeVore. I'm sorry, Ernie Muppet Face. Punchable Ernie Muppet Face. But it exists. So, closing this out, let's just say this. I don't trust Michelle Obama or Ketanji Brown Jackson to speak for me and anything race related. Because if they were going to do that, both of them had the ability to actually try to get shit done for black Americans. And neither one of them wanted to do that. And so that cancels out their argument, even if I think they got a point. And of course, Mr. I don't see color and black people want to be segregated is the dumbest argument in America. Black people died, got pistol whipped, dog sicked on them, and water hoses to shop where white people shopped. White people weren't getting pistol whipped and dog sicked on them and spit on and hit with rocks to shop in black stores, dumbass. But you listen, see, this is how dumb conservatives are. See what I'm saying? I mean, it doesn't make any logical sense. And there are some black people that will watch him and go, DeVore's got a point. He's got a point. Now, DeVore just has a white wife, dumbass. Just like Brandon. Just like Tim Scott wanted to. Right? That's all. Okay? Okay, Scooter. Get it, Jeremy? Huh? Dylan? Coat? All right, man. Look, man, welcome me back. Shit. Welcome me back to online life. It's like the epitome of disrespect that we got black people so kissing so much white American ass, conservative white American ass, that they would say it's black people who want to segregate the country when they had it illegal for black people to be places where white people were, dumbass. The voice and man, it takes it takes a certain person, man. And yeah, I don't know, man. You can't tell me. Oh, come on, I don't want that. I want the actual picture, man. Shit. You know, I'm trying to get Bert. I'm telling you, man, this guy is Bert, man. Where the hell? They're not going to just give me a picture of him by himself. Is that him? That's Darkest, man. If y'all get a chance, man, look up Ernie from Bert and Ernie. That looks like Devoy Darkins. And why wife? And why wife? Hey, man, marry, be happy. You know, marry who you want to marry. Just don't think that you have carte blanche to talk shit about black people's shit, because you don't. That's what I can't stand about this guy. Who gave his ass the authority? You know what I'm saying? That's why I like, in my rules, man, like in my opinion, Michael Singleton is like the realest, like black conservative that I know is Michael Singleton, man. He came on my show and talked about reparations. He didn't sound like a BI either. So that was good. And he actually did better than a lot of the liberals would do. Definitely better than a lot of the liberals would do. So yeah. Yeah. Y'all ready, man? I'm done, man. Look, I want to thank y'all for tuning into the show, man, and putting up with my my BS with the audio. I'm going to put out clips tomorrow. Come join us. We covered a lot tonight. We covered Roland Martin. If you missed it, rewind this shit. It's hot. I covered Nolan Wells. Hope you can get through that segment. We ended on Michelle. I had a clip of Clyburn, but who gives a shit? You know, Clyburn, he needs to go to the upper room or just leave. Like, go open up a food truck and sell fish fry. Stop trying to enrich yourself off of black people pain and suffering, Clyburn. You ain't about shit. You never been. You ain't been about anything since the 60s. You know how bad you gotta be to go 5 decades without doing anything successfully for your people? That takes some doing. All right, man. All right, Wolfpack, I'm gone. Look, have a great one. I'll see you on Wednesday. We'll come back here to do it all over again. Remember, go to TimBlackTV.com. Join us by going to Patreon. Become a member. Stop playing with me. I need members. I need members. Pause. I need memberships. Sign up, become a member, become a VIP of the Tim Black Wolfpack. I got nothing but love for you. Remember, don't let anybody take your cornbread. Stay bold, stay courageous, but most of all, stay dangerous. I like that part. Stay dangerous. You know what's funny is the white guys on Facebook. He said, stay dangerous. See, that's what's wrong with black people. They want to be dangerous. Should be against the law to be that fruity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, see, lies are easy. Lies are safe. The truth is dangerous. Stay dangerous. Stay truthful. Stay honest. Tell people what they don't want to hear. Tell them because it's the right thing to do. Stay truthful. Don't be like Roland. All right, we out of here. Love y'all. Any comments, man? I saw somebody hook me up, man. Somebody gave me a super chat. Payday up in the building. What's up, Payday? I appreciate you, fam. Yeah. I get any new members tonight? Anybody join the squad tonight? I hope so, man. Somebody had to join. Somebody joined us. I see a lot of laughing emojis. Maybe somebody, someone said, not Otis. Nene said, not Otis. Hey, Nene, I'm going to give you my number, girl. I called you girl, I'm sorry. Nene's sister, I'm going to give you my number. So if I do that dumb shit with the, you know what I'm saying? I'll do the dumb shit with the microphone. You could text me. Be like, Tim, dummy, cut the mic on. You know what I'm saying? I won't even get mad at you. You be hooking me up. Same thing, Rain and Tears. I'm going to email you my phone number as well as Elizabeth. Yeah, I'm going to email you. I don't have, Nene, I don't have your email. Email me, Nene. Tim@TimberlakeTV.com. Elizabeth, Tim@TimberlakeTV.com. Rain and Tears, I got your shit. I'll email you, bro. All right. Thank y'all. I'm out of here. Have a good one. Because everybody, family's where it's at. And I had a great time with my family, y'all. I love y'all.